Hey guys, it's Elena. I'm making a video response to Stephanie Anastasia Ruby's video she made. It was a video tag about multiples. And I am still working on research for my biblical girl name videos, and hopefully maybe within the next week I will have my first video for that. It's been kind of hard because the book that I was working out of, I let a friend borrow, and they live like 7.5 hours away from me. Actually, it's Rodney's cousin. And so I'm probably not going to get back for a while. Okay, so here it goes. The first one is you have twins. You have to give them names that rhyme, and they can be any genders. And I went with a boy and a girl, and I named them Edmund Clint and Rosamund Brenna. And the names that I use in these are all names I would legitimately use. Not necessarily all the combos, because I already have all my combos picked out, but Rodney does not like Edmund or Rosamund. And both of them were in my top. I used to have a top 6 for girls and a top 6 for boys. Both of them used to be in those top names, but now neither of them are because he doesn't like them. But I do plan on using Brenna and Clint. So Edmund Clint and Rosamund Brenna. Triplets, all boys. And this is easy because I have a top 3 for boys. So that's Theron Clint, Simon Jude, and Hugh Logan. Quadruplets, any gender, all have to be the same letter. And I did 2 boys and 2 girls. And I decided to go with S because my number 2 boy name is an S name and my number 5 girl name is an S name. So Simon Jude, Saoirse Ruth, I had to include Ruth because that's Rodney's grandma's name. Stellan Clint, this is an actual Clint combo I've considered before, but I decided to get rid of it because Stellan and Simon are too similar. However, in this case, it doesn't really matter. And Samara Violet. If I could only have 2 girls, I would have to include Ruth and Violet somewhere. Violet because it's my absolute favorite name in the whole wide world, and Ruth because it's after Rodney's grandma. So once again, Simon Jude, Saoirse Ruth, Stellan Clint, and Samara Violet. Quintuplets, 4 girls and 1 boy. And this is after quintuplets that I forgot to write down. Stephanie mentioned them in her video. I know a few of their names are Ryan, Britton, Lila. Yeah, so I guess they have 4 girls and 1 boy in that quintuplet set. And so I used my top 4 girl names and my number 1 boy name. So it's Brenna Ruth, Keturah Temperance, Violet Clara, Hope Lenora, and Theron Clint. Septuplets, and this is going to be like the brain fart Gosselin septuplet, or sextuplets, excuse me. And they have 3 boys and 3 girls. And so in this little game, you have to use the first initials of the boys and the girls. And the boys are Aiden, Joel, and Colin, so A, G, and C, and the girls are Hannah, Leah, and Alexis, so H, L, and A. And I went with Anton Hugh, Jude Simon, Clinton Barnabas for boys, and I wouldn't use Clinton as a first name in real life because, well, for a lot of reasons, I would only use it as a middle name. But in this case, it worked. And for girls, Hope Lenora, which is my number 4 girls combo, Lucinda Ruth, and Alice Keturah. What do you think? Okay, septuplets. And this is based off of the McCoy septuplets. And they have 4 boys and 3 girls, and we have to use the initials. And the boys, I forgot to write down the names, but I'll put them in the link below, or the description box below. They have J, B, K, and N initials, and the girls have A, N, and K initials. And just a little fun fact, the McCoy septuplets live in Carlisle, Iowa, which is like 20 minutes away from me. I know a ton of people from there. I have relatives there. And what's interesting is that 2 of the septuplets are special needs, and I work with special needs kids. And so whenever we'll go out to like a Special Olympics or anything like that, I usually end up seeing them there. So that's kind of cool. And I went with Jude Simon, Brennan Clint. I love Brennan for a boy, but my number 1 girl name is Brenna, so obviously I wouldn't use it. But in this case, it worked. Klaus Theron, Nikolai Hugh, and for girls, Alice Georgiana, Narissa Ruth, and Keturah Violet. Let me know what you think of those. Okay, octuplets, and this is after, of course, Octomom, and she had 6 boys and 2 girls, all ending in vowel sounds, so that's what I have to do for this too. And so I went with Orlando Theron, Franco Barnabas, Shasta Jude, Kenya Clint, Hugh Logan, and Uriah Simon for boys. And for the girls, that was easy because my number 1 and number 2 girl names ended in vowel sounds. So that's Brenna Ruth and Keturah. In this case, I used Violet, Keturah Violet, instead of Temperance because I want to use Violet if I could only have 2 girls. And I imagine if I had 8 kids, I probably wouldn't have any more. I could be wrong, but excuse me. Let me know what you think of these. Nonuplets, 9 babies. And I have written here 3 boys and 6 girls born in Malaysia. These were nonuplets, but none survived more than 6 hours. But in honor of them, use one of their names for your nonuplets. Adam, Nu, Idris, Soleh, Hud, Aishah, Khadijah, Fatimah, and Umi. And I just realized that I may have accidentally used a boy name for a girl. Oops. But, oh well. So for my boys, I used my top 3 boy names, or my only 3 boy names, which are Theron Clint, Simon Jude, and Hugh Logan. And for girls, I used, well, it was kind of cool because I literally at this moment have a top 3 for boys and a top 6 for girls. So I used Brenna Ruth, Keturah Temperance, Violet Clara, Hope Lenora, Saoirse Fern, and my number 6 combo is typically Georgiana Persis, but in this case I used Georgiana Idris. Which, like I said, I think it might be actually a boy's name. I should have looked that up, but oh well, it sounds cute. Okay, and the last one, Decuplets. 10 babies. There were Decuplets, 8 boys and 2 girls born in Brazil, but whether they survived was never recorded. Use 1 boy and 1 girl Portuguese name. The rest are your choice, and they speak Portuguese in Brazil. So I went with, well, it was kind of cool because my number 3 combo is Violet Clara, and Clara is a Portuguese name. It has a lot of roots, but Portuguese is one of them. And so they would probably pronounce it Clara, which I actually legitimately love that pronunciation. I like Clara and Clara, but just for simplicity I pronounce it Clara, but I would use either pronunciation. So I went with Ruth Keturah and Violet Clara in this case. And then for boys, Theron Clint, Simon Jude, Hugh Logan, Barnabas Kenya, Remington Jasper, and here's where the Portuguese name comes in, Orlando Felix, Uriah Gray, and Klaus Anton. Guys, let me know what you think of these names. Please make a video response. You can make it to me, or you can make it to Anastasia Ruby Stephanie's video. Like I said, I will try to keep working on the first video in the girl name series. And like I mentioned, there are actually 20 girl names in the Bible that start with the letter A. Just girl names, not including place names, not including word names. So I'm actually going to make it into 2 videos just for the letter A. And this first one's going to have 10 names. And it's actually taken me a lot of time to do the research. Thank you for watching. Sorry if this is boring. I know a lot of them are kind of repetitive, but have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.